This presentation is to suggest strategic decisions that Carnival Cruises may want to consider for future growth and development of its company. Carnival's PLC historical background. Although the name Carnival Corporation didn't come into existence until 1994, the actual foundation of the brand for the company, Carnival Cruises, was formed by cruise industry pioneer Ted Arson. After achieving the world's most popular cruise line in 1987, Carnival made an initial public offering of 20% of its common stock, which provided the company with initial influx of capital that allowed the company to begin expanding through acquisition. In April 2003, agreements were finalized to combine Carnival Corporation and P&O Cruises, creating the world's first global cruise operator, encompassing 12 highly recognizable brands and making the new established company one of the largest leisure and travel companies in the world. The merger with P&O Cruises opened up the company to a number of well-known and recognized P&O brands globally. Okay, as Carnival's mission statement suggests, they are implying the mission is to continue sustaining an industry leadership position as a market-orientated company within the travel and leisure industry. Leadership means to provide the best all-inclusive cruise vacations to customers in all of its target markets by continuing to offer quality and value for money. In support of its mission statement, Carnival has these following marketing-based objectives in maintaining its leadership position. Develop new and exciting cruise segments and innovative cruise packages to reach a large number of potential and returning cruisers. Employ and use a range of sophisticated promotional efforts for achieving greater public awareness, addressing the availability and affordability of cruise travel in order to attract first-time and younger cruisers, experienced cruisers, upscale cruisers, and even promote cruises as an alternative to land-based vacations. The current target markets that Carnival Cruise Lines attract are the singles, the couples, the honeymooners, the baby boomers, and travellers aging from 25 to 54. As the baby boomers continue to hit the appropriate age for retirement, it is expected that the company stands to benefit from an increase in senior traffic, as a large percentage of Carnival's income derives from passengers over the age of 55. It is likely seniors will gravitate towards warmer climates / weather-based vacations. Alongside this, the fact these types of consumers will enter retirement means more time to oneself with disposable income, and for many baby boomers means a time to travel. Therefore, the company has a favourable demographic to strive for. Also, growth in the family market also holds opportunities for Carnival to create brand recognition amongst the youth generation as potential future returning passengers. Carnival's goal is to overcome current challenges to profitability and long-term performance, addressing the following. So in maintaining its leadership, they want to be better prepared before a crisis, improve services to boost consumer satisfaction, create awareness of Carnival's #1 cruise line choice, promote customers to use travel agents, target family-based vacations, promote and improve Carnival's safety reputation through various media outlets, and importantly communicate with key audiences. Okay, so the current tactics in order for Carnival to sustain their leadership is to open up to social media, bloggers, social interactions, reward schemes for consumer feedback, encourage consumer feedback, and social interactions with friends and family. Internal audiences, crisis training to revamp internal communications. Measurement and evaluation is to continue in developing a structured and informative way of collecting primary data and analysing this for strategic plan modifications. According to the Wall Street Journal, Carnival are currently investing $700 million in upgrades in its entire fleet dedicated to fire and emergency, plus safety procedures and technical advancements. Current research objectives is the ongoing process to gain primary research concerning data to understand audiences, to shape messages, and also selecting methods to distribute these messages and modify plans. Media research will determine the outlets which will have the greatest impact on reaching the target audiences. Survey and polls will be used amongst travellers and travel agents to encourage Carnival's performance. Also, focus groups will be held to gain depth and understanding for employee and consumer travel needs and expectations. This valuable information can help Carnival coordinate activities and educational forums that will have a positive reception amongst its stakeholders, which could result in a successful campaign. So according to a current Harris Interactive poll, shows that Carnival's consumer faith and quality fell by 28%, trust in the company plummeted by 26%, and consumer purchase intent dropped by 20%. These declines highest in the cruise industry reported that year. Also, occupancy is down by 1% compared to 2012, and also advanced bookings are also lower. This is also projected with Carnival's third quarter report for the US, where earnings have fallen by 13% than the following year. Revenue is expected to fall another 3% this year, and also the projected bottom line was worse than expectations. Brett Stevens' 7 levels of organizational evaluation is a model which refers to positive focus and potentially limiting focus. So this is in terms of service, about making a difference, internal cohesion, transformation, the self-esteem of the company, relationships, and survival. So 7 being the highest and 1 being the danger zone. So this includes service to humanity, the social responsibility, strategic alliances and partnerships, building internal community, continuous renewal and learning, high performance, employee recognition, and financial sustainability. Organizational theory renewal is a crisis communication theory which gives the company opportunity for internal growth by enabling the company to learn and progress from a crisis. Elaborative strategies are cognitive processes that links old information with the new. These strategies compare more ways to assess and recall the linked information. Furthermore, elaborative strategies can help organizations process information more deeply and flexibly transform it to facilitate successful problem solving. This strategy uses acknowledgement and understanding of target markets to craft and create direct, positive communicational and educational messages for persuading audiences within reasonable arguments in terms of competition and establishing an emotional connection through the use of imagery. This can have a positive influence on Carnival's audiences through the use of catchy slogans and attractive signage that can be an effective method for building two-way interactive relationship with its audiences. This is a model to illustrate the elaborative communication approach, which is commonly used to build upon internal relationships within a business, could be used in response to positive crisis management, and most importantly is about building effective such positive communication with key audiences. Okay, so this is a model to illustrate positive two-way interaction between Carnival and their consumers. Traditionally, they have been pioneers for television, for magazine, billboards, newspapers, but have yet to expand virally into the interactive media, where it is a consumer-generated content, social networking and so forth, which is then a more easier and relatively quicker and cheaper way of promoting messages direct to the consumer in a way that's not forced upon, and then that consumer is then able to send that information to friends and family, and then so forth. They're able to send that on. Okay, so this is another model to also illustrate the organisational development, which is very much relates to Carnival in terms of its mission and strategy, which is leadership, and then further continuing that and making sure that the individual and organisational performance is consistent. A response strategy that Carnival might want to consider in response to crisis management is the SMART approach, which is specific to a particular situation of a crisis is measurable? Is the company able to estimate or predict the outcomes? Is it attainable? Is the plan suitable for this type of crisis management? Is it relevant? Is it significant and applicable? And time-based, how long does this take to implement and solve the issue? YouTube promotional videos are an excellent way of educating audiences on how Carnival trains their staff for a potential crisis. This is to educate audiences on the positive steps in place if and whenever a crisis may occur, so that the potential consumer can feel more at ease that Carnival staff have been appropriately trained to deal with such implications on board their ships. Also, this happens to be a great way of consumers voicing their opinions in terms of service, so customers' reviews while on board their ships, and about the type of services and the destinations that they visit is a great way of having a personal touch to promotion of Carnival services and quality. Here's a few YouTube links that to illustrate the power of YouTube and multimedia videos in terms of getting consumers involved and also the promotion of Carnival and so forth.